Hello everyone, welcome back to Today News K-Wave channel. Seen on stage, as Jikook seems to confirm something, fans instantly go wild. What initially seemed like an ordinary moment suddenly became a hot topic among fans. Many didn't expect that the brief act on stage would spark major speculation that quickly spread everywhere. Small movements, glances, and seemingly simple interactions were now being analyzed in depth by fans who sensed something different from the usual. Many believed that this was not mere coincidence, but rather a code or signal intentionally displayed, whether consciously or not. The energetic atmosphere of the stage seemed to be a stage for unexpected revelations. Many fans began connecting the moment to various other details, including those previously seen in music videos and other performances. These small pieces woven together into one big theory that further piqued the public's curiosity. Was this truly a hidden confirmation, or just an overinterpretation by overly observant fans? What's clear, however, is that the reaction was truly extraordinary. Social media was immediately filled with comments, analyses, and even video clips replayed repeatedly to confirm what was really happening. Some fans even admitted to feeling goosebumps when they noticed similarities between the movements on stage and certain scenes in previous works. This further strengthened the suspicion that there was a deliberate pattern. On the other hand, others tried to be more realistic and dismissed it all as mere coincidences magnified by fans' imaginations. Debate inevitably ensued, creating two camps with equally strong opinions. But that's precisely the appeal, as the mystery kept everyone talking non-stop. The more people dug, the more new details were discovered. Every second of the performance now felt significant, as if holding a message waiting to be deciphered. It's no wonder that many began to wonder, was this part of something larger that hadn't yet been fully revealed? Or was it simply a series of moments that coincidentally seemed too fitting to ignore? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain. This incident has rekindled the feeling of intense curiosity in fans. This phenomenon also demonstrates how intense fans' attention and attachment to every tiny detail is. Nothing escapes scrutiny, even seemingly trivial things can become major topics. And when it all happens on stage, in front of a crowd, the effect is even more palpable and shocking. The spontaneous reactions, facial expressions, and seemingly perfect timing make everything feel like pieces of a puzzle purposefully assembled. Ultimately, whether this is truly a confirmation or just a forced coincidence depends on each individual's perspective. But one thing is undeniable. This moment has successfully captured the attention and set the fan world ablaze once again. And perhaps, it's this mystery that makes it all the more compelling to continue following. As the moment on stage was replayed, many began to realize that it wasn't just one suspicious detail, but rather a series of small details that, when put together, felt like they held a hidden meaning. Some highlighted the way they approached each other, while others focused on facial expressions that were perceived as unusual. Even the brief pauses between movements were analyzed, as if every second held an unspoken message. This fueled speculation, becoming increasingly difficult to contain. As the more they observed, the more things seemed unusual. Some fans began comparing the moment to previous performances, trying to find a common pattern or at least clues that could confirm their suspicions. Interestingly, some found significant similarities, ranging from gestures and positions to timing that were deemed too perfect to be coincidence. This led to the assumption that what was seen on stage might not have been spontaneous, but rather part of something larger, intentionally or unintentionally presented to the public. On the other hand, others tried to see things from a simpler perspective. They believed that on stage, many things can happen naturally without necessarily having any specific meaning. Interactions between performers can arise from choreographic needs, improvisation, or simply spontaneous reactions to the situation. However, it is precisely these differing perspectives that fuel the lively discussion, as there is no definitive answer that can truly end the debate. As time goes by, discussions about this moment extend beyond just one video. Many are beginning to connect it to various other content, including music videos, interviews, and even offstage interactions. These pieces are assembled like a puzzle, slowly forming a bigger picture, though not necessarily an accurate one. But for some fans, the process of discovering and constructing these theories is the most exciting part, as it gives them the sensation of uncovering something hidden. Undeniably, phenomena like this demonstrate the powerful allure of a small moment when witnessed by millions of attentive eyes. What initially might have lasted only a few seconds can now become a major topic discussed for days, even weeks. Each new perspective adds layers of interpretation, making the story increasingly complex and compelling to follow. Amidst all this, one thing that remains consistent is the enthusiastic fan reaction. They don't just watch, but also actively engage in discussion, analysis, and sharing opinions. This creates a unique dynamic, where a moment on stage can have a second life in the digital world, continually evolving as new perspectives emerge. In the end, perhaps not all questions will have clear answers. It could be a coincidence that seems too perfect, or perhaps there's something intentionally inserted as a more subtle form of expression. But it's precisely this uncertainty that makes it all the more interesting, because as long as there's uncertainty, curiosity will linger, and that moment on stage will be remembered as one of the most exciting and intriguing events ever. So, that concludes our discussion this time about a moment on stage that caused a stir and was full of questions. Do you think it was really a hidden code or just a coincidence that was overthought? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section, because every perspective is always interesting to discuss. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy discussions like this, and share it with your friends to make the discussion even more lively. Also, be sure to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest updates on viral and mysterious topics like this. Thanks for watching until the end, and see you in the next video.